Hi, I am Dhananjayan. Even today, many schools still chase what I call toppers approach, focusing on few excellent students to get good marks in the final exam and advertising them to get in more students into their school. To me, an excellent school is measured by how it catches the students who are trailing behind. When I was in school, I had a friend who struggled to read and write even till the 10th standard. He had been in the same school for the past 12 years. I wonder, how does a child still stay invisible for over a decade? I tried to help him, but I failed because I didn't understand the system earlier. That incident stayed within me. It's why I believe education is not about just teaching. It's about ensuring the process doesn't allow even a single child to be left behind. I'm here because I want to bridge that gap for, for the lost child through systemic intervention. I took this question into my engineering degree too, leading a 25 members Formula student team. Post COVID, our institutional memory was totally wiped out. Traditionally, the seniors did all the expert building work, from documentation till building the car to get it ready in a ready to drive condition, while juniors just assisted them. This was not just inefficient, it was isolating for the juniors and exhausting for the seniors. Now I implemented a two-part structural reform here. First, I shifted from the culture from execution to mentorship. I reduced the workload of seniors by moving some of their work, like documentation, to juniors, by giving juniors more responsibility. At first, there was resistance. Seniors were anxious about letting go of their quality control over juniors, and juniors were intimidated by the stakes that they are getting into. I bridged that gap with a documentation first SOP. It wasn't just for data, it was a platform for communication. By starting documentation on day one, juniors had a place to ask their seniors why and how, and seniors had to give a structured platform for them to learn and give feedback here and there. This helped us to achieve highest ever points in static events and a top 10 national rank. But more importantly, we built a culture where the youngest member felt like an owner. I want to build that same culture in a classroom where the student is not just a recipient of information but the ownership of their journey towards a better living. Since 2018, I have been volunteering with the ISA Foundation in various roles, from managing e-media teams to event management at large-scale events like Mahasivaratri celebrations. During one event in the Mahasivaratri celebration, a resource shortage at the main entrance almost led to a mini crowd crisis. I didn't look for more people. I looked at the flow. I helped identify the bottlenecks and redistributed volunteers from low density areas to the front in the entrance, smoothing the flow. Being calm enough to identify the bottleneck and agile enough to relocate the resources where they matter most, I can use this approach even in the resource crunched schools to provide a safe, effective environment for every child. I recently tested an experiment at a local panchayat school, since I got easy access because my mother is also an headmistress at a panchayat level primary school. I interacted with a class 5 student who was struggling with the basic numeracy and literacy. He was frequently mocked by his peers and had lost almost all the interest he had. I used the same junior led model, like I paired him with the peer fellow students who took ownership of of his progress. During that process, we shifted the focus to his strengths. He had few strengths with him. In just few weeks, he started reading with less mistakes. The most beautiful part, the students who once mocked him were now the ones cheering for him. His social emotional confidence improved considerably well because the system of the classroom changed to supporting him be an inclusive environment. I am joining the Bhumi Fellowship to turn these experiments into standard operating procedures. I have the engineer's mind for the system, the volunteer's heart to be in the ground, and a personal mission to bridge the gap for every child. Most importantly, the last child. At last, I want to be in the Bhumi Fellowship to further your efforts in bringing true equity into the education system, ensuring that every budding student, regardless of where they start, has a system designed to help them finish strong. Thank you.